I'm back, my fellow Evians, to give you What If Deku Was in a Quirk Marriage Part 2, an original. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm sorry that I'm not uploading as I used to. So, I made a schedule. 4 videos a week. If I feel a little ballsy, I'd probably put 5 videos a week, but I'm going with 4. Okay? We good. Now, you already saw my intro, but let me show you again. Drop it hard like it's salsa. And I just gave you the wrong one. This is the intro. Now that is an intro. You don't want to get hit with that, pedophile charges, do you guys? Okay. Yeah, let's start this baby off at where we left it off. Like I said, Deku asked Shoka on a date, and he's gonna take her on a date, because he's trying to smash. Not what a bad. It's not that ass. Sometimes you want to feel it back, probably not. But he's trying to have a better relationship with Shoka. You can see that relationship is not better and it's not good, but hey, it's getting good. And guys, Elemental is coming out tomorrow, okay? Because I'm recording this today, and today is what was it, 17th? No, I don't even remember what day it is. I think it was 16th. No, just probably 17th. Who knows? But yeah, my fellow Weebians, let's get back into it. Now, where I wanted to happen, I want them to go on a date, and that's what I'm gonna do. Okay? Now, the next date rolls up. It's a Saturday. Friday was the entry exams, and Monday will be class. Okay. Now, Deku, he walks out with his pimped out clothes. He looks like the next young pimp out there, He has his pimp cane. He has a shotgun strapped to. I'm playing. No. Deku ain't no pimp, but he will bitch slap someone. Yeah, but Deku ain't no pimp. Probably for a next What If. No, I really need to release that. What if Deku had a rabbit? Was Black Rabbit? Because I already wrote the script and everything. I need to get that out, released. I'm really stressful today. I need to take. No. You already took enough breaks. We're gonna say, oh, sorry guys. I fucked up my schedule. Bing bong. You subscribe to me, so don't unsubscribe. I'm playing. No, my fellow Weebians, I am gonna make the Black Rabbit a 3,000. The 3,000 special because. 3,000 special because we're about to hit 3 grand, baby. But another grandissimo. Now, okay. I know I've been holding you guys off the What If, so I'm gonna get right into it and probably. Oh, by the way, I know I'm holding you off, but yeah. By the way, this is gonna be an hour. Hear me, guys? An hour. I know I used to do it like 40 seconds. No, but this shit is going so far. It's gonna go all the way to the Stain arc. If I feel a little ballsy, I probably go to the training camp. But hey, who knows? If I'm in the mood, I'll probably do it. But yeah. Now, Deku, he wakes up, he gets his clothes, he gets down, and he's going to breakfast. He sits down in his chair, and his mother brings him flapjacks, pancakes, that good stuff. His mother knows how to cook, even though they're rich. Well, Her mother gives him flapjacks and say goodbye to Deku because she has hero work to do. Deku says yes, eats his pancakes, then leaves to pick up Shoka for that date. Shoka is, how should I say, in her room, blushing, thinking about Izuku-kun. Izuku-kun. And Momo, let's just say she's having a little plan up her sleeves about this relationship between them. They're rich, fucking rich. I mean, Deku's rich too, so why does he need money for a quirk marriage? I mean, he's already in a quirk marriage because their father wants to start a quirk to beat All Might, you know. So yeah, Deku, he walks, he walks, but he could have took the limo, but hey, he felt like more independent, so he walked all the way over there, and he knocked on the door, and guess who opens it? Not Shoka. Fuyume. Fuyume comes up on Deku and licks her lips to say, "Hey, Deku." Takes off her pants and give him that Glock Glock 9000 on the street. Yes. Nope. I'm not lying. I'm lying. Okay. No, this is probably for another what if, you know. Oh, a one shot. That'd be a great. Actually, I'm gonna make that a one shot. A one shot. Yes. Probably gonna be a 30-minute long video, one shot of that. But hey, who cares? Well, let's get back into it, guys. One shot is like a little project in my hand. I have to keep creating. I have to write it down. Okay. Yes. But Deku, the person that opens the door is not Fuyume or Shoka. It's Endeavor. The great Endeavor. Endeavor. He opens the door and he sees Deku, and he's not mad, and he's a little bit happy that finally he's giving it a chance, and Shoka is. But he's still in his mind. He's like, children, slaves. I mean, children. We have to ask him, why is he here? It's probably gonna be some lame excuse that he left something here before. Okay, boy. He says, boy, why are you here? I am picking up Shoka for a date. And Endeavor, he felt, how should I say, excitement, happiness. He felt like something. He felt happy when he was about to be #1 hero, but All Might took that away from him. He only felt happy when Shoka was born. Yeah, he felt happy when Shoka was born and training Shoka and beating the shit out of Shoka with his whip. What a great guy Endeavor was. You know, Endeavor's such a great person, beating children with their whips. I would have done the same thing. Hell no. Fuck that. I'm not trying to get hit with them parent abuse charges or some shit like that. See, I'm not trying to treat my children like they treated slaves back then, you know. Oof. But yeah, Endeavor happy as fuck right now. He's like, yes, get her, get her, get the fuck out of my house with her. But first, here he gave Deku condoms, but then Deku looked at the condoms. They have holes inside. There was holes inside the condoms, and Deku just looked at Endeavor. Endeavor just like he's just smiling, and Deku's like, I already have my condom. And Endeavor's like, can I see the condom? He's like, okay. He grabs the condom. Endeavor grabs the condom. He grabs a needle and picks the condom. And Deku puts it in the back. He's like, okay. Looks like I'm not having sex. Never. It looks like I'm never gonna have sex. I mean, I just know Shoka, but we're not that much into the relationship. You know. And Endeavor's like, yes, fine, but bang my daughter. That's like the opposite of don't bang my daughter. Well, yeah. Deku, he gets in, he takes Shoka. Shoka's like, I'm ready. And she's wearing a beautiful dress, but Deku's like, fuck. I'll just call the limo. Because Deku's not gonna walk with her with a nice ass dress on. Thank God I made representation. Thank God I make representation on a fucking steakhouse or some bullshit. Deku is just wearing his regular clothes, but Shoka's like outdoing herself. And Deku just tells her to wait. He gets in the limo, changes into a tuxedo, then grabs Shoka and leaves. Shoka was too, how should I say, over prepared for this date. Deku, well, he was too underprepared for this date. You know, wearing the fucking skull shirt, just wearing ripped jeans. No. Shoka's wearing a dress. This dude needs to change his clothes into a more formal rich boy clothes. So yeah, Deku, he gets out with this tuxedo, gets Shoka, leaves, gets to this beautiful, beautiful 5-star restaurant that sells filet mignon steaks. Yes, filet mignon steaks. I would understand because I'm your president, Donald J. Trump. Sleepy Joe can't do anything compared to me. Yes, your president, Donald J. Trump. Even Donald over there agrees with myself. And you can see what color I am, so he should not be agreeing with me. Okay? Okay, they get to steakhouse. Shoka is nervous, but Deku, he's too confident. He went on a bump. Yeah, no, he didn't went on dates. He's pretty nervous and stuff. But Deku is very fucking confident. I mean, when confident, I mean he's like, how should I say? He knows he's about to fucking blow her. Whoa! I mean, blow her expectations, guys. Blow her expectations. You know, nothing else. But yeah, Deku. He's like, how should I say? Sitting there with Shoka, and Shoka's just eating her food, and Deku's like, well, you look really lovely today. Complimenting Shoka, and Shoka's like, I know, baka. Going on that. But yeah, Deku, he's like, well, if you already know, then you wouldn't mind me complimenting you more. Shoka's like, stop it. Thank you. Deku's like, no, thank you for being here. Deku says in a seductive voice. And Shoka is really thinking about letting him smash. I'm playing. No, maybe, but no. But Shoka is just blushing, and Deku just complimenting her and says, Shoka, what do you like to do? He says, and Shoka's like, well, I don't like training. I do like training, but not with my dad. I love my ice. I hate fire. And she's just giving him reasons why fire is bullshit and fire should be extinguished. Deku's like, okay. I see. So, you don't like your fire because your father. Yep. But isn't it your fire? Your father doesn't control your fire, doesn't it? Does he? Does he not control your fire, or does he? And Shoka's like, wait, what? Deku's like, well, it's your quirk. Your quirk, not his. I always use that. If I want to make a Shoka or Shoto fight. Okay, yeah. Shoto, I always gonna put it's your quirk, not his. It's your quirk, not his. I'm always gonna implement that in a fight between Shoka and Shoka. She's right now thinking about it like, was I living a lie my whole life? Did I just reject my quirk because it wasn't my mother's? Bing bong bing, bing bong bong. And Deku's like, well, it's your quirk, so you should do anything you want with that quirk. You don't have to hide what you are, even though your father's a prick. And Shoka laughs at that. Shoka really laughs at he's saying Endeavor's a prick. And Shoka's like, yeah, he is a prick. It's like, well, I mean, I feel like Endeavor's personality just flame, but garbage flame, like a pile of shit that you lit up with a fire, you know. If he gets mad, you just burn faster. Shoka completely laughs and keeps laughing. I mean, just don't tell your father, because I'm not trying to die, actually. I don't really care. Tell him. And Shoki just keeps laughing, and they look like they finish their food. Deku leaves money, $100 tip because he rich boy 3,000. Um, yeah, and Deku he leaves with Shoka to limo, and uh, Deku and Shoka feels like getting dessert, but they didn't say anything. But Deku's like, well, I feel having some sweets. How about you, Shoka? And Shoka's like, I feel like having some sweets too, Baka. I'm playing. No, I need to stop saying Baka. That's only for Monoma, right, guys? Okay, yeah, but yeah. Deku, he's like, well, I know this great ice cream place I saw before. Let's go. I know. I know. I went there when I was a child, so it's gonna be good. They leave and they get to the place. Uh, Deku gets chocolate and chocolate and vanilla, chocolate and vanilla. Shoka gets strawberry and vanilla because the hair and stuff. And Deku, how should I say? He was ordering the ice creams, but he was getting hit on by the cashier. And the cashier was like, oh my god, how old are you? And Deku's like 16. And she's like, well, looks like I'm 17, so okay, recharges. Okay, but she's 17 and Deku's 16, and she's like, well, you can come back to my place. And she gives the ice cream to Deku, both her phone number on it. And Deku's confused. And Shoka, oh my god, you can just feel her feet just freeze. Not like, in like a scared way. No, like her feet is like freezing and is going all the way up to her hands. She's like punching that fucking lady for touching or thinking about Deku-kun. And now she's thinking that she's a tsundere. No, not tsundere. She's thinking that she is a fucking yandere. And she's like, okay, I need to calm down. But Deku, look at Deku. Can I see that paper? And Deku's like, yeah, here. And it shows her number. And Deku just Shoka just grabs it, rips it in front of the cashier, and keeps ripping it and throws her on her face. And they leave. And Deku's like, Shoka, isn't that a little rude? And Shoka's like, forget about it. In the most coldest way. And Deku's like, okay. And Deku's like, I never saw Shoka like that before. Well, I don't really know much about her, so I can't. It's a learning experience, Deku thinks. They leave, and Deku, he's just trying to mingle with her in the limo ride. And they leave in the destination, and because Shoka liked the date so much, she gave Deku a hug. And Deku's like, oh, well, thank you. Then she goes back to the house. Deku turns around, and he's like, well, that was a great date. Says it out loud, and Shoka screams, Deku! And Deku turns around, and then Deku turns around just to get kissed passionately on the mouth. Deku has unlocked player 300. I'm playing. Deku unlocked player 300. No. Deku, he's finally a big boy now. Deku, he's finally a big guy now. But yeah, Deku passionately gets kissed by Shoka, and Endeavor's looking out the window and saying, just a second date, they probably have sex, and I probably get my kid. Let me just break all the condoms in the house. He says, happy and shit. He's like, I'm finally getting what I want. A fucking avatar. Let's go. He said. And, yeah. That date goes well because Deku got kissed, and he's thinking about Shoka the whole time. And Shoka, as beautifully as she is, she leaves blushing like a fucking mess. Yeah, she leaves like a mess, my dudes. Deku goes back to his house and goes to sleep. For the next day is class. Or, wait, was it day on Saturday? No. The next day was class, so he had things to do on Sunday. Now he's going to sleep, and then it's Monday. He wakes up, puts on his form, and leaves. Limo. He gets to the limo. They drive all the way to UA. He gets out of his car, and people look at him like he's a fucking rich kid, all thinking that he's already spoiled. So yeah, people think that Deku's spoiled, and I surely not. He's not spoiled, my guys. He's more of a good boy. Good boy. He's just seen as a spoiled rich kid, my friends. So yeah, Deku gets out of the car with his uniform, and then he says goodbye to the driver. The driver says, "No, thank you for letting me drive for you today." Deku says yes, and thumbs up, and leaves. The driver leaves, and yes, they get into the UA. Deku walks in the hallways, and then he finds 1A. He walks in, and he sees Shoka. Deku couldn't give eye contact to Shoka because he's still thinking about that damn kiss. That's haunting him, but giving him this feeling of pleasure. Not like that, guys. Don't think about it like that. But that feeling of love. Shoka, you can see that she's like, how should I say? You see that scar on her face? Imagine that all over her body. Just every place in her body. She's just red. Think about that kiss. Shoka couldn't sleep that night because she thought about Deku all night, my dude. All night. Thinking about that kiss that she gave to Deku-kun. Oh, Deku-kun. I love you so much, Deku-kun. But yeah. So they sit down, and Shoka can't give eye contact to Deku, but she does. And Endeavor is out the window looking with binoculars, looking at Shoka and Deku, giving eye contact to each other. So, yeah. He's watching her baby girl get a boyfriend. Aw, so sweet, right, guys? So, yeah. Deku sits down, Shoka sits down, everybody sits down, and yeah, Bakugo thinks he's still a fucking god, but I assure you, he's not. So, Mr. Aizawa comes in. He walks in, and he's like, well, this took you 8 minutes to sit down and be quiet. It's not good. You hear me, you little dumb pieces of shit? I'm lying. He doesn't say it like that. Wait. You listen to me, you little retards? No, I need to stop that. Shota's not like that. Oh, you finally listened, you dummies. No. What would be a great thing that Shota would say? Oh, I got it. Okay. Are you finally listening to me, you B-list heroes? And Bakugo didn't like that. The Great One didn't like that. The Great Bakugo was screaming at Aizawa like, who the fuck are you, you bum? You think you can come here, think you're better than me? You're not, because I'm the Great Bakugo. Bakugo. He's saying and just lashing out and stuff. And Deku just facepalm. He's like, who is this loser? He's saying in his mind. But for some reason, Bakugo heard that. In his mind, he's like, who called me a loser? And Deku's like, the fuck? Is this you telekinetic? And Bakugo's like, it's probably my imagination. So I'm gonna beat the shit out of my imagination for thinking I'm a loser. Oh, Bakugo, you poor sap. I was like, settle down before I knock your ass down, okay? Okay. Bakugo's like, you're lucky you're the fucking teacher. I'll fucking destroy you. That sounds very sus, Bakugo. Everyone laughs at what Aizawa said. And Bakugo's like, what? I didn't mean to that way. Ugh. Everyone's laughing at Bakugo. And Degu's like, yeah, Bakugo, you're acting kind of sus in his mind. Well, yeah. Aizawa was like, well, we have quirk training today, so yeah. If you're the lowest one here, you're a fucking failure. I want you out of my class, okay? Okay. They go outside, and yeah. And because I feel like it, Ochaka's like, that's not fair. I don't want to fail my class. And Sho's like, oh, you misunderstand me. And what was it? Ochaka's like, oh, no, I'm gonna expel you. that Oshako's gasp turned into a louder gasp. It's like, what? If you get last place, you're expelled. I'm not looking at people. How should I say? Ochako, but yeah. And you might be thinking, you think I was about to say Mineta? Fuck no, Mineta's built strong. He has an 8-pack. He gets all the hoes because he's Mineta. And yeah, Mineta just looks better. He's just a way better character in my what if. I mean, he was already a GOAT character, but still, I'm trying to make him a better GOAT, like a GOAT, a super GOAT actually, a legend beyond legends, the greatest of all time. So yeah, Mineta, he's like way better. So that's why Aizawa didn't look at him. So you look at Ochako and say, you. So yeah. They do all the things. Deku just aces everything. Shoka's second, and Bakugo's third. Bakugo doesn't like the third place, so he's just saying shit about Deku and Shoka. And Deku's like, yeah, talk shit all you want about me, but don't talk shit about her. Or I will drop your dusty Pomeranian-looking ass. I bet you like that, you fucking masochist. You freaking retard. Deku's saying, and using the word retard isn't my favorite thing to use. I don't know why I say it. It's just weird. Hope I can cut this out. I'm not going to cut this out because, so much work. So, yeah. Deku. He, how should I say? Balling. Everything, calling Bakugo a piece of shit, and he should never be a hero because he's a fucking terrorist. So, Deku gets up to the plate, and they finally get to a softball throw. Aizawa gives him the ball to Deku because Aizawa and Deku are pretty tight. No homo. They know each other by training. Yeah, Aizawa trains Deku in hand-to-hand combat. So they're basically just fucking close. It's like Dad Zawa, but Dad Zawa. Okay. Deku grabs the ball. He's like, "Well, Zuko, just just throw it. I already know what score you are. It's probably gonna be infinity. Bets on what Deku's score is gonna be." Bakugo saying -1 billion, and Shuka says infinity, with like a serious tone because she knows Deku's gonna get infinity, and everyone says their bets, and as I was like, "Well, is that Zuko go?" And Deku's like, "Well, I'm just gonna throw it." He just tosses the ball up in the air. Then he how should I say? He puts his hand behind his back, and then he just blows the ball with his air, with one of his hands. He's like, he just makes a little tornado to make the ball go all the way up to the air, and then it went infinity. It reaches Ochako's ball, and Ochako's ball just got hit. Look at Deku hits Ochako's ball, and it gets all the way back to the earth. And Ochako's like, "What? My ball? I thought it would go on forever." And Deku's like, "Well, my ball hit your ball, so it went all the way down." And she's like, "Meanie." Deku's like, "You know it." Well, it looks like I win. So praise me. Yeah. I need to stop. Yeah, but Deku, he gets everything good. Ochako was first because she's first at everyone's dick. Okay, yeah, she's on everyone's dick. So, yeah. Deku, how should I say? He is, okay, no. He was, working, right? He was, being the best, like usual. And they get into class, and All Might walks in, but he goes like this. Going in the door with an unusual position. And Deku's like, TH, why did you doggy style? You're really freaking me out. And everyone laughs, and Shoka's just giggling in the back. And he's like, "Oh, well, sorry about that, boy." just thought about unusual position because that's kind of a weird position I did. But he walks up to the podium, right? What do you call that thing where teachers had? I'm just gonna laugh. He just walks up and he's like, "Well, I got something for you guys that you're gonna love." And he was like, "What?" Hero training. Of card comes out and it says hero training on there. And then he presses a button. And we got your costumes right here. So we have to suit it up and let's go hero training. Right? Plus Ultra. And everyone's like, plus Ultra. Except Deku, Shoka, and Bakugo because Bakugo's to a dick. Deku wants to be better than All Might, but he still likes All Might as a hero. Shoka because of family matters. So yeah, Deku, he's how should I say? Oh, sorry, this is a bit out of line. So, I have to get ready for this. Deku, he suits up to his costume. Link down below. Not link down below. Say your comments down below so I can know what you want for his costume to be. So yeah. I'm not giving him the Avatar costume. That's gonna be for the Elemental one, or maybe I don't know. So yeah, Deku, he gets out. People are blushing because Deku has beautiful 8-pack. His muscles just like bulging out of his costume because he's wearing a skin tight costume. Remember that guy has a skin tight, so people can just see it. It's like a bunch of stuff. So yeah, he walks out and they get paired into teams: Shoka and Deku and Momo and Bakugo. So they get paired up: Bakugo and Momo and Deku and Ochako. And All Might's like, "Well, you see, we got 2 teams now. Get your fat asses in that funky play." I'm playing. He didn't say that. He says, "Okay, now." The villains have to protect their bomb, and the heroes have to take the bomb. Rules are, don't kill yourselves. Okay? Okay. Plus Ultra, plus Ultra. They get in, and yeah. Deku, he's just walking in. He's like, well, looks like I am about to beat it. I'm playing. I'm about to beat him. Okay, Shoka, I want you to go to the left because Bakugo's going straight at me. You can just hear explosions. Yeah, so I want you to fight Momo, and I know you're gonna win, right? Schnuckles, he says, and Shoka's like, yep. What did he say? And Deku's like, never mind. And Shoka's still thinking like, schmuck. Oh my God, she's blushing and she just runs over there in high speeds. And Deku, he's just cracking his neck a little, stretching. He sees Bakugo comes up. He walks forward. He's just walking. Bakugo's just explosion, about to throw an explosion. Bakugo is right in front of Deku's face. He's about to throw an explosion. Deku dodges, grabs Bakugo by the neck, and choke slams him to the fucking ground, showing that he's the fucking boss here. He choke slams Bakugo in the ground. He uses his rocks. He uses his rocks to bind Bakugo on the ground. He uses the concrete to bind Bakugo on the ground. I know I said earth, but anything that's like fucking hard, okay? He probably can fuck Kirishima so hard. That sounds wrong. Reverse that. He can beat up Kirishima so hard because he's basically made out of rocks. Right? Okay. So Deku can technically metal button too, so yeah. Deku, he looks at Bakugo. Bakugo's just behind there. He uses air quirk and imagine a giant air fist hitting Bakugo. Bakugo's bind to the ground so he can't move. Bakugo's like, fuck this. He uses the explosions to propel him off the ground and try to hit Deku. Deku just dodges. He dodges by doing a backflip, and then he's flying. He throws air slices around Bakugo. Air slices. It hits Bakugo and Bakugo flies back. And then the air slices turn into bitings, so it binded Bakugo. Deku grabs the tape, he wraps it around Bakugo, and Bakugo is now eliminated. Bakugo is like pissed, saying, How can I lose? I'm the great Bakugo! You know who I am? And Deku's like, I know who you are. You're just some whiny bitch you just can't win in life like I could. You're just some loser. who think you have some powerful quirk, but it's more like a terrorist quirk. Go join ISIS where you belong, loser. And Deku's like, Baku's like, oh my fucking, I can sue you. Sue me, bitch? I can sue you with 30 lawyers that my mother and father has. Now, and Baku's like, stop lying. Boy, my mother and father are top 5 best heroes. My father's top 5 and my mother's top 4. And Baku's like, no, your parents can't be. Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna give them some random fucking hero names. H2O and Down to Earth. I don't know. Down to Earth. That's funny. Down to Earth. I don't know what I gave them last time, so we'll just give them H2O and Down to Earth. No, not H2O. H2O is a drink, right? I don't know. Fucking air. What's the catchy name for air? I don't even know. But yeah, Deku, he's telling him about his father. He's like, I can't believe I'm losing to you. Such a spoiled kid. I'm not spoiled, my dude. I train as hard as you. I can probably destroy Japan right now with one kick of my foot and crack the whole place with earthquakes, my dude. So you are trash and I'm not. So yeah. Deku's telling how much Bakugo's ass cheeks, and Bakugo's not liking it. Not even a little, because yeah, he got his ass handed to him. Deku binded him and leaves, and Bakugo's just fucking, how should I say, imagine a rabid dog just moving around. That's Bakugo, foaming out the mouth and shit. Now let's get back, no, not back, let's get to Momo and Shoka. Shoka finally gets to the door and says, Deku, I found the door. It's on the 5th floor on the left where the door says 23 on it. And Deku's like, okay. Shoka busts in using her ice, and Shoka, she's gonna use her fire, because he really thought about what Deku said. It's her quirk, not his dad's. So yeah, Deku, he's running, but Shoka, she busts in, uses her ice, and hits Momo with her fire, and then uses her ice to bind Momo. And Momo tries to get out, but she's like, I can't believe I'm losing. I wanted Deku to be mine, and because no one could hear it, and Shoka's like, Deku will never be yours. He's gonna be mine. I love when he hugs me, the feel of his contact on me. And Momo's like, wow, this chick is fucking weird, but okay. And she touches the bomb. He's like, looks like we win, my love, on the thing. And Deku's like, what? And she's like, nothing, Baka. And Momo's like, I can't believe I lost. I wanted Deku to show him how powerful I am. But I barely even I barely even touched her. I didn't even touch her. I barely even looked at her. Too shame, baby. Look at my Deku. Oh. Momo's thinking, they won, and yeah, Bakugo's foaming out the mouth, being a little bitch. And Momo reconsidering how to be stronger and shit. So yeah, we did that. So it's time for the USJJJJ. The USJ. Bam. Okay, sorry. I had do a loading screen right now because I really need to think about what am I doing next, because this is coming off my head. So yeah, they get into the bus and Deku sits next to Shoka, obviously, and Shoka wants to sit next to Deku, obviously, because they're a couple. And Froppy is like, well, Deku, ribbit, I think you're the strongest one in class. And Deku's like, well, I mean, me and Shoka never fought before. I mean, and Froppy's like, well, I'm gonna ask you, are you two dating, ribbit? And Deku's like, more than that. Your girlfriend and boyfriend? More than that. You guys are married? Yup. Ribbit. And everyone's guys like, why you guys are married? The number 2 hero and the number 4, the daughter. What? How? Oh, bestie has never exist, by the way. So yeah. Deku, he's he's like, well, my mom said, not my mom. Well, I'm in a quirk marriage with Shoka, but we like each other a lot. Actually, we went on dates, and I enjoyed it. And I hope she does too. And she's like, I enjoyed it too. Baka. And Denki's like, what a tsundere. Says out loud. And Mineta, let me tell you something. Mineta, my boy Mineta, he ripped, strong, and he looks good. No homo. Might do a Mineta what if? What if Mineta was actually a badass tall guy. The same design and everything. Yeah. I got it. Okay. Mineta's like, yeah, well, me and Zuko know each other for a long time. We went to the same place. Imagine Mineta's household is rich, so yeah. They went to the same school together. So Mineta and Deku are pretty tight. They know each other good. It's like, yeah. I know Mineta's like, I know about that situation. His father and Endeavor were, how should I say, don't really like All Might as a person. So I mean, doesn't like All Might being number one. So they think about making their child to have all four quirks: fire, air, water. Oh, wait, no, fire, air, earth, and ice. So basically elemental. And it was like, yes, like, you still can do that? And Ochaga's like, I don't want a Deku. Thinking that she could have been with Deku and no, you're not going to be with the great Dekugo. I'm playing, not Dekugo. The great Bakugo. Oh yeah, the great Bakugo. So yeah, Bakugo. He's like, oh, I'm better than that damn Deku. Shoko's like, well, that's my Deku. She falls asleep on Deku's shoulders, and Deku just wraps his arm around Shoka and let her sleep on him. Yeah, Deku's such a fucking boss. Deku's such a fucking boss right now. I'm getting all the hoes. I'm playing. But he would. But yeah, Deku, he, how should I say? He is doing well. Yeah, well, he's doing good. Deku, Deku, how should I say Jesus? Okay, Deku, he is working. Not working, he's sleeping too. He's sleeping with Shoka. Sorry, I was off track for a little. He was sleeping with Shoka, and they made a destination. They wake up, Deku wakes up first, and he this is what Deku does. Slide motherfucker. This is how he wakes up Shoka. He grabs her by the chin and kisses her right in the mouth. And Shoka wakes up blushing and is like, what? And Deku's like, wake up, sleepyhead. Deku gets up and grabs her hand and pulls her up too. Not hard, but soft. Shoka is blushing. Deku is grabbing her hand and taking her over there. Deku, as a slide dude that I know, he's so fucking good with this fucking romance shit. Don't know why. He watches I don't know, romance anime or something. Yeah. Deku, he just godly, my dude. Like he pulls Shoka like string, my niggas. So yeah. Deku, Deku, he, how should I say? Oh, sorry guys. They walk in the USJ and, 18, no, it was 13, right? 13, I'm gonna go with 13. The Space Hero 13 says about the USJ, blah, blah, blah. Shoga's still thinking about that kiss. Deku, he senses something. On the earth, he senses vibration that's about to come. Deku just looks at the center of the USJ and he sees a portal opens. That portal comes with Shigaraki. A bunch of villains comes out, and he sees a bird-like creature comes out, and it's the Nomu. He sees Kirigiri and everybody else. And Deku's like, well, looks like we have some fun here. Some real villains. And Kirishima was about to say, wait, those are real villains? I was about to say they're fake. Kirishima says, this is manly, but we can die. And Aizawa was like, get back. These villains are strong. And Aizawa just jumps in, and he's like, yeah. Kirigiri is like, well, shit. All Might's not here. All Might, you know what happens in this thing. Oh yeah, fuck. One for all. Okay, one for all. It's going to Mirio. Yeah, and I already know I'm gonna do a one for all for the elemental one. And you might be thinking, you should go to Deku. No. You poor saps. You poor weebs. It's going to Monama. And you know what's gonna happen? Oh my god, you're gonna love it when this the next one. You're gonna see how powerful she's gonna become. Yeah, okay. Deku, okay, yeah. Deku, he's like, well, looks like I got this one. Shoka, stay back. And Shoka's like, no, I won't let you go through danger like this. Deku's like, stay back, Shoka. I got this. I trained my whole life for this. And Shoka's like, wait, no. And Deku just flies up, goes down. He's like, damn it, that stubborn one. But I love him. I hope you're safe, Izuku. She says, such a beautiful waifu. Deku flies down. He's like, got this. He picks up rocks around him, and he chucks big rocks out around people, hits them in the face, and then buries them in the ground. Not like he buries them in the ground, but he doesn't suffocate them. He just leaves them with only their heads. Deku's doing that around the places, and Kirigiri is like, nope. He tried to teleport Deku while he was flying, and Deku's like, yeet. He grabs a rock, he throws it at the middle part of Kirigiri, and he hits Kirigiri right there. Kirigiri is falling right there. Sorry, I don't know why he's right there. I don't know why he's saying right there. He's falling on the ground, and Deku, he buries the metal part of Kirigiri to the ground, and yeah, Kirigiri is knocked out cold. Shigeru's like, no, our only means of escape. Wait, no, I'm saying it wrong. Oh no, my only means of escape. Scratching his neck. Shiraki commanded the Nomu to kill the brat. Deku was very unprepared to fight a Nomu. He doesn't know what to do to fight the Nomu. The Nomu goes straight to Deku, and Deku's like, fuck. He makes a wall with the earth, but that has no effect. It hits the wall, and it went through and hits Deku. Deku flies back. He's just soaring now. He hits the ground. And now he's almost about to be knocked out. Because he's like, fuck that. Deku, he's about to go full on Avatar state. Deku's not flying. He's flying, and he grabs a stick. No. He makes a stone stick. It can break easily, but he's like, fuck it. He grabs a stone stick. He uses it to help him use his air. Deku, he's flying now. He makes he's not making earth spears that's floating in the air. He's throwing at the Nomu. It hits the Nomu and piercing in the Nomu. Deku, he's like, well, this is gonna be so fucking weird, but he makes a sword out of air. He cuts the Nomu's head off. Deku thinks it's the end. He cleans off his sword. He puts it back. And Shigaraki's just laughing like and Deku's like, what? He looks at the Nomu, and his body is just laying there, and Deku's still thinking, and he looks at the head. It's regenerating. No. Damn it! The headless made a body. It comes out the Deku, and it hits Deku. Deku flies. Deku's flying. He's like, fuck. Deku, he hits a wall, and he's about to pass out. He's like, no. He sees the Nomu beating the shit out of Aizawa. Like, he's just not holding back, just hitting Aizawa. And Deku's like, no. He gets up. He's like, fuck it. You know, he's like, damn it, I really didn't want to use this on any person or anything, but looks like I have to. Deku, he extends his hand. He looks at the Nomu. This is gonna hurt like a bitch for you, isn't it? He goes to the Nomu. A bunch of rocks just pile on the Nomu, and he's like, and Shigaraki's like, you think that's gonna work on Nomu? And Deku's like this. I'm sorry, I hope I don't get copyright out of this, but Deku, he just used sand coffin. He used earth coffin. He crushes the Nomu into itty bitty bits, and that's what Deku does. He makes air pressure so hard out of his other hand that it obliterates the Nomu. The pressure was so hard to obliterate each cell. I know, I'm not very science whiz. I know that's not gonna work, but let's just say it does. It obliterates the Nomu, and Deku's like, finally. He passes out, and Shigaraki is just walking up to Deku, about to touch him, like, it's gonna be your end. And then Shigaraki, he gets toasted. I mean, like, hit with a lot of flames. It was Shoka. Shoka hits him with a lot of flames, and then buries him with ice. Kiryu gets up. He's like, fuck. He makes a portal to Shigaraki, teleports him in. He falls in the portal and goes to the League of Villains hideout. Shigaraki's basically covered with ice, and he falls in. Kiryu's like, fuck. He gets in, and then they're back into their how should I say? Their fuck. Why am I always mess up in this part. Kiryu gets in and helps Shigaraki, gives him his aids. Why do aid sound like AIDS? Oh my god, aid. Gives him his aid. Fuck, I need to stop. Aid sound like, AIDS, but gives him help because he's fucking frozen and burnt to a crisp. He's still alive. His heart is beating, so that's a good sign. He's gonna have 7-degree burns. He's gonna look crispy as fuck. I mean, he already looks crispy as fuck, but different type of crispy, my dude. Yeah, Deku. Deku just laid it on the fucking Nomu. All Might gets in the worst possible time, seeing as how he gets ass beat. One of his students, his body's just fucked over. All the villains are on the ground, knocked out. He's like, fuck, I was so late. It's all my fault. I should have never did that hero work. There was heroes already there. But Deku just passed on the ground. God damn it. Deku's out cold. He wakes up in the nursery he wakes up in the nursery to what was her name? Recovery girl's office, and he sees Shoka. He wakes up and Shoka just hugs him. I missed. Deku, I thought I lost you. And she just kissing Deku all over the face. And Deku's like blushing and shit, and she's blushing. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, no. Thank you for saving me. I saw what happened. I was gonna leave you without anybody else. I'm sorry, Shoka. Deku says. He stands up, and he wraps his arms around Shoka, and Shoka wraps his arms around Deku, and they kiss. They kiss passionately too. No holds back. They kiss very passionately. Deku, it's just like fireworks. In Endeavor, same thing, because he's watching out the window. Fireworks, because he's thinking about them having kids. Sorry, I think I said his wrapped around Deku's neck. No, I mean her arms around Deku's neck. Sorry about that. I had to check about the footage and stuff. So yeah, Deku. He was feeling fireworks, including Endeavor and Shoka, because Endeavor was watching in the windows, thinking about children and thinking about how I'm gonna beat the shit out of their children to make them better than All Might, and not doing the right thing. But yeah, that happens. Deku, he's how should I say? Hmm. Oh, Deku, he lets go of Shogun and says, well, looks like we have. Wait, before that, how long was I out? And Shogun was like, you really want to know? And he was like, yeah, 3 days. 3 days. 3 days, Shogun? Dang. I think I used a little too much using that earth coffin. And then you see Gar comes in. He's like, yo, stop taking my moves, bro. I'm playing. No, but yeah. I only call it earth coffin because I had nothing good to do to kill the Nomus, so I'm just gonna use earth coffin. I know it's just sand coffin, but just with earth. Same thing. I didn't create the sand coffin. Just remember that because I'm not trying to get sued by Naruto. Yeah. Okay, guys. Time for a time skip. They're in class, and Deku, he's just sitting there. Not sitting there. Deku, he's just there, sitting down, thinking about Shoka, and Shoka's thinking about the Deku, lovebird thingy thing. And Aizawa comes in, he's like, well, kids, it's the USJ, and yeah, it's time for the USJ. Not USJ, freak, sorry. It's time for the sports festival. And they like, sports festival, Hirshima's like, manly man. Manly man. Like a fucking Pokemon. Deku's like, wow, this is gonna be exciting. I finally can show them what I got. Show them who's the next number one. Deku's thinking, I'm probably gonna leave it off the sports festival. I'm so sorry, guys. This is what I'm gonna do. Because I'm in class right now and I don't want to lose my grades, my dude. So I'll do USJ, and I'll probably the next one is probably gonna do hour. So not hour, it's probably gonna be 40 minutes. The third one because it's gonna be like up to the because it'll be Stain. That yeah, it's probably gonna be like just 3 events, so not that much. So I'm probably gonna leave it off the sports festival, guys. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. So yeah, Deku's like, fuck yeah. And as I was taking them to the sports festival, they put on their uniforms, they walk out, and President Mike is like, here is Class 1A, and shows everybody in Class 1A, and and President Mike's like, and the others, no one cares. And everyone walks out and he's like, fuck you too, and President Mike. So yeah. Yeah, that's what happens. Yeah, and everyone gets out, and because Deku passed and got first place, he's representative. Malcolm's like, what? He's first place? I mean, I was supposed to get first place, he says. And yeah. By the way, Class 1B is more nicer. Monoma's still a dick, but yeah. But no, Monoma's still a dick, but he's a nicer dick. That sounds wrong, but who cares? He's nicer. So they never had that fight, and Shinto never had that fight too. I had to take that out. Shinto's gonna talk shit about him, so don't worry. And Deku's gonna give him that powerful speech about being powerful and shit without using a quirk. How without your quirk? But Deku can't be talking shit. He always uses his quirk. So yeah. Deku, he gets up the podium. He says this. Well, I want to have fun here and see all you guys' quirks. And if you win, if one of you guys win in Class 1B or multiple, you can come to Class 1A and challenge the best. So, let's begin the sports festival. Ready? He closes it. And, oh, by the way, I'm coming in first. Remember that. He puts it down and he walks on and was like, and Mono was like, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. You're never gonna be number 1. And Shinto was like, Class 1A are all ignorant. I should have went up to them last time. Deku, he's like, well, and Shoka's like, whoa, Midoriya, you really talked to them, didn't you? Deku's like, yep, I did. Deku says seductively to Shoka. Shoka's like, Deku. And yeah, let's start it off. Now, President Mike says, well, we're about to start this off, and Midnight says this. Looks like we got a challenge. She presses the buttons and is showing challenges, and then a race. And Midnight's like, well, you sexy little kids, we're having a race. Pedophilia. I'm playing. Yeah, but yeah, she says sexy little kids. That turns me on. And yeah. Midoriya? How should I say? Midoriya. Midoriya's like, okay, I'm about to win this. I can fly. Shoka, you got this? She's like, yep. Well, okay. Deku's like, okay, I'm ready. They're gonna try to race to the finish line, and Deku's totally gonna come in first, like always. Push mic. 3, 2, 1, start! Start! Big bong! Start. And Deku, he flies. He straight up. Shoka makes a ice wall, to the tunnel. She makes an ice wall to cover the tunnel so no one can get out. Bakugo's stuck in the tunnel, but he's like, fuck this. Hauser impact! He makes a Hauser impact inside there and blows up the wall, and now flying over there to Deku. But Deku, he fast as fuck, boy, so he flies like a jet. He's about to go to Mach 2. He's like, Deku's about to hit a 0-pointer. Deku, he makes a big ass spear of earth and he chucks it to the 0-pointer. It makes a big fat hole inside the 0-pointer, giving him another hole, right guys? I'm playing now. It makes a big hole in the body of the 0-pointer, and Deku just flies through it. And people are just seeing the power of Zuko. Shoka freezes like 3 of them. Bakugo blows up 1, and yeah, Deku, he hits the minefield, and Deku, because he feels generous, he goes down. And by the way, he flies through the obstacles where there's like, traps and shit. Like, not traps. He flew through the obstacles that has holes around it. Fuck, what am I saying, guys? Oh, the obstacles that has I don't know. He just flew through that one obstacle. He makes it to the minefield. He feels generous, so he just goes down next to the ground. He puts his hand on the ground, and explosions are happening behind him. But he's so fast, it's not catching up to him. So he just made a pathway for people. Deku hits the finish line, and he gets first place. Shoka gets second. Bakugo gets third, and everybody else. And beautiful ass Mei Hatsume gets 5th place because I feel like it. Okay, guys. Come on. Deku. Deku. Yeah. Deku, he gets first place, and now they're gonna do a cavalry battle. Shoka teams up with Deku. Mei teams up with Deku, and I'm just gonna say that Mei flirts with Deku a little, and Shoka doesn't like that, so she says, "Back away from my man." And she's like, I mean, if you say so. I mean, we're in the same place, and he lets me in, and Deku's like, Shoka, don't worry, it's just a friend. And Shoka's like, what? I'm like, baby, calm down. And Deku just hugs her and pats her head. And Shoka's like, I love your pats. And Deku's like, I know that. So yeah, Deku. He is, how should I say, he teams up with Shoka. So, yeah. Shoka, Mei, and Tokuyami. They're all in a team, and Deku. I just feel like doing a time tip on this one because it's not as fun, but I'm just gonna give you a little info. Deku, he makes an earth wall around him, and Bakugo tries to blow his inside, and Deku, he still has his 1,000,000 points. Deku, he 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 hits Bakugo with a bunch of air, and Bakugo flies back to his team, and Deku won by securing his spot in the team. And yeah. Okay, yeah, now let's get to the finals. Deku goes against Shinso. So, yeah, Deku, he walks in, and Shinso, he's like, well, looks like I have to fight such a spoiled kid. You know, I just feel bad for Shoka trying to marry such an idiot, and it's known in the school that Deku married Shoka, or in a quirk marriage. Just sad that you have to marry such a fucking... I'm sad for Shoka that he had to marry such a stupid, spoiled kid. And Deku just walks up, he's just not even thinking. Deku just like, how should I say? It's like, he's shaking his head and stuff. And Shoka's like, no, like, he is my father's fault, but I love him. I love him so much, she says. And Deku, he's just walking up, is about to start. It starts in 3, 2, 1. Shinso was throwing insults around Deku. Deku just didn't even think about it. He's just walking up, and she's just like, you know what? I can't believe I can't believe you're married to such a girl that has an ugly ass face. And Deku just looks at him with a double, like you can just see a double behind Deku. And Shinso's like, fuck, I think I pushed the wrong button. He's not even talking. Deku walks up, he just punches him. He punches Shinso in the face. His other arm makes a rock arm with earth, and he hits Shinso in he hits Shinso in his ribs, and it broke 2 of his ribs. He flies to the far right. Deku, he uses his wind to fly over there, hits Shinso in the head with 2 of his arms, making a ball around his arms, and hits Shinso. Shinso flies back in the ground, and Deku grabs him by the shirt and throws him out of bounds. And Shinso's like, I lost. How? Shinso's out of bounds, and Deku's like, you lost because you were too. You kept using your quirk. You kept using your quirk, boy. You were about to get wrecked. Yeah, I'm playing that. You're gonna get wrecked if you keep using your quirk. You have to use your muscles, strength, not only your quirk. You might call me spoiled. I did train, so I'm not spoiled. I don't get everything I want. I have to work hard to get what I want. So, yeah. I might be born rich. I might be born lucky too with a quirk like this. But I assure you, Shinso. What comes great power comes great responsibility. No, but Shinso, never doubt yourself. You too can become a hero. Giving that all might line, you too can become a hero. And Shinso, he's like, thank you. Shinso leaves. He's like, well, I think I made a friend. People are cheering for Shinso. You did a good job, Shinso. I don't know why I said Shinso. Shinso, yeah, almost beated him. He's like, well, I didn't beat him. I'll get stronger, I promise. So, Shinso loses, and next match is Deku versus Bakugo. Because naturally, Shoka. Deku's very hesitant to fight Shoka, but Shoka's like, Deku, don't hold back. I want to see what you can do. Deku's like, really? I don't want to hurt you very much. I don't want to hurt such a beautiful face like yours. Deku says, places his hand on Shoka's face and rubs it. And Shoka's like, I know. Oh, by the way, Endeavor doesn't know about the fire thing yet. But Endeavor doesn't say anything to Deku this time because he's still spying about their relationship and shit. Endeavor's still talking about godlike children. So, yeah. Deku's fighting Shoka, and Shoka's like, don't hold back, Deku. And it starts. Deku flies right there. Shoka throws a pillar of ice, and then she uses her fire to go through the ice and try to hit Deku. Deku dodges it. He makes the ice sword and cuts through the iceberg that Shoka made. It's so clean that you just can see a flat surface so good. Deku, he walks up, he flies there, he hits Shoka in the stomach. He climbs each time he's hitting Shoka. He kicks Shoka in the back of her head. Shoka flies, but she uses her fire to hit Deku. It hits Deku's left arm. Deku's not invincible, so yeah. Deku's he covers his arm with earth, so it doesn't hurt him anymore, and uses air to blow on it. So he's using his air to make it feel a little more better, but it's still hurting like a bitch. He flies to Shoka. He hits the air, and it just made a big gust of wind, like what All Might does. Hits Shoka, and Shoka flies. She throws her arm to make ice so she can catch herself, like she did like Shoka did in the fight against Deku and Todoroki. They square up, and Shoka, she is a martial artist because of her father. She fights good, and Deku's dodging, and Deku's dodging and also hitting, and she's dodging also. Deku, he used an air hit to hit Shoka, and Shoka used her fire to protect herself. And Endeavor's like, fuck yes, that boy, I bet that boy told her that it was her quirk. Finally, it was such a great idea for her quirk marriage. So smart. Endeavor thought. And Deku, he used both of his legs to kick the air and hit Shoka. Shoka's flying. She can't stop it. She's about to hit out of bounds, and she flies out of bounds. But Shoka's like, no, not now. She used her ice to push back, and she went back in the ring. She never hit out of bounds or the ground, but she went back in the ring. She's like, well, that was a close one. Almost lost. Deku's like, yeah, you almost did. I'm gonna show you my full power, Shoka. Deku says. Deku, he does some fucking tough type shit and lifts the ground and hits the ground and throws it at Shoka. Oh, by the way, I don't want to be that guy, but Deku's dad's mom is Toph Beifong, and Deku's mom's dad is like, should I say Aang from Avatar? Like, I'm playing, but yeah, technically, imagine if Aang was never the Avatar, but just a regular airbender, just a very skilled airbender. So as her daughter, and Toph Beifong, so as his father. So yeah. Shoka was fighting Deku, and Deku was giving her that work. They throw the biggest attack. Deku uses down to earth attack. I'm playing now. Deku used both of his attacks to hit Shoka. Deku makes like a mountain, and Shoka makes a iceberg. They both collide, and Deku, he uses his wind in one arm to make a Rasengan. And imagine a fire Rasengan on Shoka. Imagine if Shoka could make a fire Rasengan. They both collide, it hits back, and it collide and make a big explosion. A gust of wind everywhere. You can't see anything. It's just mist. And then you see Shoka out of bounds, and Deku standing up with his fist up. He's like, I did it. But then he runs at Shoka, picks her up, and goes to the recovery girl. He's very scared of what you've done. You've hurted the one girl that he loves. He's like, why would she break up with me for what I've done? Was I a little too selfish for letting myself win? No. She wouldn't be like that. She says never. Don't go hard. And Shoka wakes up and she's like, I want to break up. And Deku's like, what? And she's like, just playing around. Deku's like, my heart. You almost got me there, Shoka. You scared me so good. It's like, yeah. Well, Deku's like, I'm sorry for hurting you. Recovery girl kissed you on the cheek so you can recover. Yeah, I know, but thank you for not holding back. I'm sorry for going a little too hard on you. I was trying to hold nothing back. And she's like that, and I appreciate that, Izuku. She puts her hand around Deku's neck and pulls him to a kiss. Pulls him to a kiss, and Deku's like, oh yeah, oh yeah, boner alert. I'm playing. No. Part 3 is probably gonna be a boner alert. Part 3, 18 plus. So yeah, Deku gets the kiss on. Gets the kiss on with Shoka, and Shoka was like, Shoka was kissing Deku and shit, and yeah, Deku hears his name for the next match, and I'm just gonna say he was going against Shokoyami, he beats Shokoyami. Let's get to the freaking finals, my dude. It's Bakugo against Deku, and Bakugo's like, I'm finally gonna beat you, you loser, and I'm gonna call you, and you know what? Fuck it, you're a Deku. Fucking Deku. By the way, I keep saying Deku for like Shoko, but she calls Deku Midoriya. Or Zuru. Or anybody, I don't know. And Deku's like, whoa, what a fucking nickname. Bakugo. Let's try to beat your ass. And they say, ready, set, start. Bakugo already knows his power, so he's trying to use a Hauser impact. But Deku's like, fuck that. He throws a gust of air, hits Bakugo in the face, and Bakugo falls down. Deku jumps in the air. And I forget about that. Jumps in the air and flies up, and hits Bakugo with two of his arms that made a ball. He hits Bakugo. Bakugo flies. Deku uses the earth to make a pillar to hit Bakugo and sending him right back up. Deku hits Bakugo so hard he flies out of bounds, and that's the end of Bakugo getting his ass beat. Bakugo's still wondering how he lost so fast to a weakling. He thought. It's like I lost a weakling. What does that make me? A bigger weakling? Damn it! Fuck. Okay. I can't believe I lost to such a loser. Bakugo thought, and Deku's like, well, looks like I win. And yeah, Deku wins, telling Bakugo how trash he is. And I think I'm gonna leave this off here. I think it's already an hour. Probably hour and 20 minutes, probably. Who knows? But guys, yeah, Elemental's coming out tomorrow. Before that, Deku gets first place, gets a podium, Bakugo gets second. But he gets strapped down because he didn't like the outcome of losing to Deku. And, I don't know, Tokoyami gets third. So, yeah. Deku, he is, how should I say? Happy, but not happy. How should I say? No, he's happy. Deku's happy. Deku's fucking happy. He just wants to go to Shoko right now to give her a big fat kiss. And probably lay the pipe too. Who knows? Probably in their house. But, in her house. And I'm pretty sure, Endeavor will enjoy it too. Not watching them, but just know that they're making children. So, yeah. I'm going to leave this off here. This is an hour-long video. Like I promised, guys. An hour-long video. You guys happy? I bet you guys are happy. So, Elemental's coming out tomorrow. Part 2 to Elemental. This is part 2 to What If Deku Was in a Quirk Marriage. And signing out. And see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.